February the 14th, 2013 is Valentine's Day, and I'm doing a follow-up video on the eye shine picture I got off my trail cam back in 2008. Seems like it hasn't been recognized until here lately. I am at the spot where the camera was set up. I want to show you first. Here was my deer stand, sitting there. Here is the deer camera, and I put it on as close to the same tree as I believe that's the exact same tree, but I had it down about there. I'm setting it up again this time just to do so, and I've moved it up about 2 feet higher, and try not to catch so many raccoons and turkeys. I might pick up a deer, but I'm after something else. But here is the camera, and here is the spot, and I just thought this would be interesting. This is a hole wallowed out in the ground. It's as big as a 55-gallon barrel. You'll see apples that I placed there. In 2008, when I came to this spot, I picked it because of the great deer trails that were here. Deer trails going in here everywhere. And I looked like a crossroads here. And so I put a salt block, a mineral block, a 50-pound bag of corn, and a couple of bags of apples. And I've done that every year since. And literally, this was level ground. And the deer and other animals have literally wallowed this out and eat this. And I understand that the salt blocks, when they dissolve in the ground, still leave a salt into this ground, and so they dig into here for the salt. But this is quite a massive hole that they're digging. So I've placed more apples here today, Valentine's Day 2013. I have placed the camera on the tree right here, overlooking the spot. This is the same thing I did in 2008. I want to go to this spot and show you something. I'm standing about where I get down on my knees. The trail camera was pointing this direction. If you'll notice in the video, this tree with this spot is in the picture with the eye shine. The rest of the tree has fell over from storms, I would say. As you look up, I want to notice one other thing, note to you. If I can bring this up. There's a tree with a limb hanging out right there. See that limb? If you will look in the deer cam picture from 2008, you will see that limb. It's very important. Then the eye shine comes from this opening. There's an opening between those trees. Right there. That is a huge trail. The eye shine, if you look at that picture and remember this tree with those spots and go up to about right in this area, you'll see a limb hanging. But come to this tree, hope I'm going to make sense. If you follow that on over to this opening, you will see that's where the eye shine was. The eye shine was somewhere in this general area. My brother is 5'7". He came and stood in that spot about where we estimate the creature to be, the thing, whatever you want to call it, and held his hand up until we got it exactly right with the picture I was holding in my hand that day. It was at least 1.5 feet or a little taller above his head was the eye shine. So you can do the math. He's 5'7", and it was 1.5 feet at least taller than he. And what I want to show you, I'm going to keep the camera on this spot if I can. I'm going around. Here's the deer wallow. I've got to step around it and line back up again. People are saying that it was something in the tree limbs. Could be something in the tree limbs. I'm not going to argue the point. I'm just saying you got to look what a trail. You got to look what a trail here. Look at that. That's 6 foot wide down through there, and tall. And the limbs, I'm shining into the sun. Right here, the limbs are, it's 10 foot to the lowest limb to hit right here. Whatever was standing here. There's the trail camera. Sorry for the shaky video. And there's the wallowed out place. And it was standing here. I'm going to raise the camera up as high as I can reach. It was standing in this area. And then the trail, if it had came, you've got to understand, and I'm not saying it's a Sasquatch. I want to make that plain. I've tried to tell everybody. I didn't say it's a Bigfoot. I didn't say it's a Sasquatch. I'm saying that in 2008, when I first leased this property, and we put trail cameras all over this property because we didn't know where to hunt. And I'm saying out of 497 pictures taken by this one trail camera over an 8-day period, that is the only shine of those kind of eyes we got in 497 pictures. This trail goes over the hill. I'm going to follow it a little bit into some very thick bushes. There's a cedar thicket, and it goes straight to the river. If it was a person, they first of all had no reason to be in here, and they came from nowhere. And they were 7.5 foot tall and left a very odd eye shine. That's all I'm saying. It's odd. I'm just saying it's different. But some people asked, they didn't know the area, they wanted to know more about it. This is the best I can do. And so this is the spot. The exact location I'm standing in about here, best we could estimate, is exactly where the eye shine came from. Again, the trail camera, I'm going to turn it on in a moment and leave it here for another week or two. I'm not expecting to catch something else, but you don't know if you don't try. The creature stopped here. The eye shine, there were deer and turkeys, deer and raccoons all around the spot. It stopped here. The next flick of the camera, it was gone. It's pretty thick and woolly all around here, except for if it came this trail. So I'll leave